Good morning, everyone. I am going to show you guys my little updated makeup routine today and also how I style my brand new hairstyle. I feel like my hair already grew out quite a bit, so I figured why not to show you how I style my new kind of like medium length hair before it becomes long again. I will definitely need to go and get another haircut soon. Let's just get started because I don't have that much time. Today I have quite a bit of content to shoot and I have another video to film after this one. So for my makeup, pretty much my whole routine is the same on like my day-to-day basis. The only difference is that when I'm shooting content, I kind of tend to go a little bit heavier handed, like I'd like to apply a little bit more. So in terms of like technique and the products, it's pretty much what I use day to day, just like applying a little bit less on normal days than today. So for my base, I already applied my skincare and now I'm just going to roll a little bit my face because I feel like I was extra puffy this morning. I had a little bit more sodium last night in my dinner, so I feel like that kind of played the role. I don't use this roller so often, but yeah, some days I just feel like I need a little bit of the puffiness, especially here like in my cheeks. So for my base, I'm actually using the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Redness Neutralizer, which I still don't know what is it supposed to be. Is it supposed to be like a foundation or just like a corrector or something? But I use it as light base all over my face. What I don't like anymore is having a lot of layers of product. What I do instead is I start applying like strategically everything at once. So as you guys saw, I've applied like dots of the base of like the foundation. Then I'm applying some concealer in the inner corner. For my inner corner concealer, I am using the NARS Creamy Concealer in the pot. This one is called the Soft Matte Complete Concealer, and this one is in the color Medium 1.5 Macadamia. I love this color just for the inner corner of my eyes. If you are similar skin tone to me and if you have like blue or like very deep set eyes and like a lot of like this darkness but it kind of like with a blue undertone around the eyes, definitely try this one. I think it's probably the best concealer for just like concealing and brightening that area. I think you guys can already see like how much different that looks right now. Before I go ahead and blend it all in, I also apply contour as well at the same time, a little bit like higher up than usual. I definitely changed my techniques over the years. Now I prefer to apply my contour just a little bit higher. Remember back in the day people would do like this and then apply it in that hollow area, but I find that that just like drags my face down, makes it look very harsh. With makeup we just need to experiment with our own face shape and find what works the best. Everyone will have different placement of products. I'm using Beauty Blender to blend, and I start first from the like lighter areas where I've applied this foundation sort of. I forgot to mention that I already filled in my brows in the bathroom while I was doing my skincare because it's just something that I do every day. So I have like my brow pencil in my medicine cabinet together with all of my skincare. Whenever I try to film and do like my makeup, I always just think how actually difficult it is and how much work it takes for those beauty like artists, beauty gurus, however you call them, I don't know, beauty influencers, to do that. And I just think that people don't even understand like how much work goes into these videos and like how difficult it is to do it, and I think they should get a praise. So yeah, kudos to all of the beauty influencers and thank you so much. You taught us all how to do our makeup. So now that my base is pretty much done, the only thing left is like this little contour on my nose, and for that I use a brush. This is just a Zoeva small concealer buffer brush. I like to use it for like detail work with concealer and contour, and I'm just going to like blend a little bit this little contour on the nose. I do not contour my nose a lot because my nose is very like difficult to contour. I have a deviation, so it goes like slightly on one side. I don't know why I pointed that out. Now all you're going to look at is going to be my deviated nose. I've been also thinking of getting like that deviation corrected, like getting my septum corrected. but I'm so scared of like anesthesia and just going under and like getting a surgery. I don't know, maybe it's something weird, but I always feel like, you know, maybe one day the day will come when I will have to get like some surgery for health reasons. You never know in life. And I don't know, I just feel like, is it good going like under total anesthesia like so many times in your life? It's kind of like a near death state. I know it's very dramatic the way I put it, but I think that's what it is. I mean, it is a very very strange state in which you're put into artificially, and you know, like it's kind of like a coma. Yeah, for me it's just like a very scary thing, and then choosing to do that voluntarily when it's not really necessary, it has always like freaked me out. So I don't know if I would have the guts to do it. For my concealer, I have been loving lately the L'Oreal Infallible concealer. I used to be obsessed and used to be like diehard fan of the Tarte Shape Tape. It was my favorite concealer of all time, but I just realized that as the time was passing, I just couldn't stand anymore that smell. I just don't know why they put so much fragrance in that concealer. So I was looking for a dupe, and you guys, this is definitely it. It also has fragrance, but it's definitely a lot more like neutral, and it's not that potent. It doesn't stay for such a long time on your skin. So the colors I'm using today are the Cashew 329 and the Cashmere 327 because I really like the mix of these two colors. Normally I leave the concealer to sit a little bit on my skin. Right now I don't have that much time, so I will have to just blend it immediately. And you guys can see I've put very little amount of concealer, and it just transformed my under eye area. I absolutely love this concealer. I also found that I don't need to set this concealer. It really dries down matte and just like sinks into your skin very nicely, and I really don't need to set it. I'm going to move on very quickly to my eyes. For the eyes, I am using some base because I have a little bit of redness and some veins peeking through. So I always use the same soft ochre paint pot from MAC. It is like a classic. You probably have seen this product on YouTube for the longest time ever. I think everyone is using it, but it's a really nice product to just like use as a base for your eye makeup. Sometimes I would even just apply it and apply some setting powder, some eyeliner, and call it a day because I don't always wear eyeshadow. For my setting powder, I'm just using the Charlotte Tilbury in medium. This is the Airbrush Flawless Finish pressed powder, my favorite powder of all time. I don't think anything else on the market compares to this pressed powder, especially for everyone with drier skin. There's like one luxury product that I would have to have, it would be the pressed powder, because it's just like something that I've never found a dupe for. Everything else in my makeup kit can be duped for something from the drugstore. Then for my bronzer, I'm also going to use the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. This is new one that I got because I am running out of the double. It's not double, it's the Filmstar Bronzer and Glow Duo. I hit pan on that one, so I got a new bronzer and I just tried this one. I really like it as usual. Her powders are just like nothing else in my opinion. I also love that they don't pack a lot of color. For bronzers, it can be difficult if they are really pigmented, especially if you are on the fair side. It can be very difficult to just like find a bronzer that blends nicely and it's not too like harsh and just like obvious you're wearing bronzer. This one is in the shade 2 medium. Now I also go a little bit like higher up with my bronzer, almost use it as a blush because I like to have it like all blended, and then when I apply blush I don't like to have like lines where the blush is, where the bronzer is. I like everything to look a little bit more like seamless. For my blush, I'm using the It Cosmetics blush. I'm going to link it down below, the exact shade. Then I stopped smiling when I'm applying blush. I used to do that because everyone else was doing it, of course. But then I realized it's like when you stop smiling, then the apples of cheeks go down and then you look like a sad clown. So I am applying a lot of blush right now, and in real life, on the real like natural light, this looks like a lot, but I know that I will be taking pictures. As I said, I am now talking to you guys on camera, so if I would apply the regular amount that I would apply in a normal life, it would not translate on camera, so you wouldn't see pretty much anything. So I don't know, that's why I'm going like heavier handed, because it's just like it doesn't show on camera. My base is pretty much all done. I am just going to apply a little bit of highlighter at the end, but that's it. And now I'm just going to go in to my eyeshadows and apply a bit of that on my eyes. For my eyeshadows, I am so lazy, so I'm only using or black eyeliner or brown eyeshadow, like a deep brown eyeshadow as a liner. This is a mini eyeshadow, not a quad. There are like 5 shadows. How do you call a 5? This is a quad. Quint, I don't know how to say it, but yeah, it's like a 5 eyeshadows mini palette from Natasha Denona. I got this at Sephora because my friend recommended to me. Shout out to my friend Palma. I don't know if you're watching, but thank you so much for this recommendation. I love the palette. It is so pigmented, you guys. Like, I don't know, these shadows are just like nothing else, how pigmented they are, but they also blend very nicely. To be fair, I haven't used this one yet because I'm just not wearing eyeshadow looks, but I tried all the others and I really like them. So today I'm just going to take the dark brown eyeshadow and apply it as a liner with an angled brush. And for my eyeliner, one thing that I love to do is not going all the way to the outer corner, but just like stopping a little bit before and winging it like higher up. That way I get this like very cute, almost like doll-like look. I don't know, I just really like how it looks. Again, I think like with eyeshadow and eyeliner, you really need to play and try many different looks for your particular eye shape and face shape and find what looks the best on you, because we definitely all have such different like features. And sometimes I see a look on someone else and I try to recreate it and I look horrible. Not just because I do a horrible job, that might be the case as well, but mostly because it just doesn't suit my face shape. Then next up, this is a step that I don't do every day, but since today I am doing a little bit more, I am just going to take this like glitter, very nice champagne, almost like pressed glitter shade over here, and I'm just going to pop that on the center of the eyelid. I think it really gives like a nice open, bigger eye illusion. I just really like that look. I'm just using like a flat synthetic brush. I can press the shadow because it's more like a glitter eyeshadow. And then for the inner corner, I'm just going to use a highlighter that I'm going to use also on my face, and that's the one from the Charlotte Tilbury palette that I showed you. And since I have it here, I'm just going to take a fan brush and apply a little bit of highlighter all over like the high points of my face. Now I'm just going to apply some mascara, and I'm probably going to apply also false lashes again, just because today I'm going to take some pictures, but normally I wouldn't. So the lashes are on. I used the Lily lashes in Goddess. I found these in my drawer. I have, I don't know, like 10 boxes of my old Lily lashes. I remember I used to love them so much. They're the Luxury Everyday Natural Lash, and these are in the Goddess. I just cut off quite a bit on the outer edge, like the outer ends. I cut off quite a bit on each side because I prefer them to start a little bit like further away, and that way I get that like nice natural wispy look without like, you know, heaviness in the inner corner. I just don't like that full-on lash for like day to day. So that is it. Now I'm just going to apply some lip liner and lipstick and lip gloss. So that is my hair and makeup done. For this whole routine, it takes me approximately like 45 minutes, maybe 1 hour together with the shower, with washing my hair. You guys have seen now in my styling portion that I used again my Dyson Airwrap. I have to mention that for this hairstyle and for this type of like medium length or even shorter length hair, I realized that Dyson is definitely not like an absolute necessity. I think a lot of brands now have those like blow dryer brushes. I just happen to have Dyson, so of course I used it. I use it pretty much all the time. I'm not going to go into the full technology of these products, but since we are talking about my current like routine and I showed you guys like how I get ready, I had to mention my latest obsession and something that I'm so excited to show you guys, because this was such a great discovery for me. I discovered this line somewhere this spring. I think it was May when I got my first haircut, when I went back to Belgrade and I saw my colorist and I went to my favorite salon, which is the Redken Acidic Bonding line. This one is the concentrate shampoo. This one is their acidic bonding concentrate conditioner, and this is the acidic bonding concentrate leave-in treatment. So I have 3 products. I believe you can get them as a bundle, and I think when you get them like all together, it is like a much better price. I'm going to of course link them down below. I'm going to try and find also a good like price for all 3 products. So I'm going to close the video here. That would be all for today. I think I showed you guys pretty much everything that I use currently as my little glow up routine, how I put myself together in a short time, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Maybe you found some products that you would like to use or some new techniques. Anyways, if you enjoyed, make sure to give it a like. That really helps my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Also, thank you if you are a subscriber. If you're not, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. I am so thankful for each and every one of you. Have a good day, and I will see you in my next video.